I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I've seen a lot of comedies in my day. I just reviewed a comedy not too long ago, Dogma. That was funny. Unlike today's movie, Harry the Henderson. One of the least funny comedies I've ever seen in my entire life. I laughed a total, I could count the times I laughed on two fingers. And this movie is, let's see, let me just, and keep in mind, this movie is an hour 51 minutes. That's about one laugh per every 50 something minutes. I'm too lazy to do that math. But anyway, so the plot of this movie is that there's this average family named the Hendersons, and they run over Bigfoot. However, Bigfoot is kind of nice, so they decide, not to kill him right there, but instead follow him home and befriends them after a long and tedious scene of nothing funny happening. Now, this is about the first 20 minutes in, and you notice a huge problem with the movie. Everything about this movie is extremely drawn out. Because of this, nothing funny can happen. Take, for example, the scene early on, where the father is about to shoot Bigfoot. This scene goes on for about a minute. Here's what happens. I can sum it up quick. He gets the shotgun. He waits a little bit. Bigfoot turns his head. He waits a little bit longer. Bigfoot walks up to him and gives him a face, even though Bigfoot just destroyed his house. And he puts down the gun. Nothing interesting is happening in that time. There's also this scientist guy who wants to kill Bigfoot, as well as this other guy who I'm not going to get into. Basically, there's a whole bunch of stuff happening, and this other scientist guy is trying to help them escape, keep Bigfoot from the first scientist guy. Oh my god, this movie. Not only that, just nothing about this movie works. Everything about this movie comes off as more confusing than anything else. Take, for example, another scene early on. Once they decide to keep Harry. Well, actually, it's when they're deciding what to do. You know what I mean. There's a scene very early on where they're trying to hide him from a neighbor. At this point, though, they haven't decided to keep him. So, in fact, just a few minutes earlier, Dad called the police. Wouldn't you want her to see them then? That way, she could call the police and make your case look more credible? No. Every character in this movie is also extremely bland. Harry says more things than anyone in this movie, and he speaks the less. The two most annoying characters, though, are the little kid, who has really one voice tone. And it's the really annoying little kid voice that stupid people think is cute. Harry, on the other hand, has 4 voices. Chewbacca noises, dog noises, what else? Screaming like a banshee, and frickin' firefighter siren. The main thing about this movie, though, is after the first 20 minutes, there's no real reaction to anything going on. For instance, the scene where Harry destroys the family car. A good movie would have made a joke about this, but instead, the only joke is the car is a little wrecked. No reaction or anything. There's really nothing funny going on. And the few jokes that are kind of funny, they drag out to an extreme degree. For instance, there's a joke kind of late on where the scientist guy is telling him there is no Bigfoot, and Bigfoot's right behind him. This joke is dragged out for about half a minute. And during it, nothing funny happens. You see, that's the main thing here. Everything about this movie feels dragged and uninteresting. Even the ending was boring. This movie just made me feel bored all the way through it. So could I recommend Harry the Henderson overall? No, it's not a good movie. It's a waste of everyone's time. It's not entertaining. It's not interesting. None of the characters are interesting. The effects are okay, I guess. There weren't really any effects to speak of, though. The one character that says the most says nothing. There are tons of subplots that don't go anywhere, like the father's daddy issues. But that doesn't go anywhere. it's just filler. This movie just is crap all the way around. There's no way to make it good at all. That's really it. I'm Zifro Joe, and I'm signing out. Good night.